Hello, YouTube. Happy Father's Day. Today's Sunday, June the 21st, 2020, whenever I'm recording this, and well, I just thought I'd stop in and say Happy Father's Day. Today's been a good day. Me and Mr. Magoo, my son's done some projects around the house and done some things. And, anyways, this evening I thought I'd just chat with you for a little while about Father's Day. And I've got my Blackstone griddle top getting warm over here. We're fixing to put some meat on the griddle for my Father's Day dinner. We'll take a look at that in a few minutes, but just wanted to touch base with you on Father's Day and hope you're having a great day, and I hope you appreciate your father and your father figures. Uh, I had a great father. He uh, he was the smartest man I knew, um, and I've come to think about it now. I've been alive longer since he passed away than I was when he was with me. As a matter of fact, quite a bit longer. I'm 52 years old, and he passed away when I was 21. So got a lot of years without him, but everything that he taught me and everything that I learned from him still rings true today, and I refer back to that. Anyway, my grill's getting hot, and we're fixing to put some meat on. I'm gonna talk a little bit more about my dad, and talk a little bit about my son, Mr. Magoo, and I'm gonna talk about some of the other father figures I've had in my life. And we're going to do some of that while we're cooking. So glad y'all joined me today, and I hope you enjoy this Father's Day special from the Buffalo Pile here on the porch. Okay, we're back at the grill. Got her good and hot, and we're fixing to put some pork chops on and talk a little bit about fathers and father figures. Okay, got some pork chops on, got some potatoes on, and we're getting the grill going here. So, anyway, I had an interesting life growing up. I appreciate my father and everything that he did for me. Um, he went blind about the time I was 11, and he passed away when I was 21 years old. And still think about him all the time. And I think about the things that he taught me and the lessons that I learned from him. And I appreciate some of those lessons, and I'm hoping I'm passing some of those on to my son and some of the other young people in my life that I hope I have an influence over. But what I want to talk to you today about is, who is your father? Okay? That's pretty simple. It's the name on a birth certificate. It's genetically written out who the biological father is. But that's not always who your father is. Your father's someone who's there for you. And hopefully in your life, there's a lot more than one. I've been blessed to have many people in my life that have helped me out and influenced me. My dad being number one, um, but also my grandfather, Duel. He lives just down the road, and after my father went blind, spent a lot of time with him hunting and fishing and working on the farm and doing different things, and learned a lot of stuff from him. Not that I quit learning stuff from Dad, because Dad was probably one of the smartest people I ever knew. And I've went to college, and I hope I know some smart people, but he was a smart guy, and he had a good way of teaching lessons. And there's a lot of lessons that he's taught me over the years that I really appreciate. But I also learned lessons from my grandfather, and I learned lessons from my other grandfather, my dad's dad, and uncles and aunts, and my mother, and a lot of people. You know, a father can be anybody that teaches you how to be a better person, how to be how to live your life right, how to live your life better. And I've had a lot of those people influence my life. I kind of give the analogy: who's your neighbor? Is it the person that lives next door, or is it everybody that lives on your street? Well, technically, I think your neighbor's kind of everybody you meet and everybody you have interactions with. I've got a lot of friends that don't live next door that I do a lot more with and share a lot more with than I do with people that live right next door, you know. Um, and it's the same way with father figures. There's a lot of people that have helped me out over the years and give me good advice. Some of it I've taken, some of it I haven't. And I'm not going to say I've done everything right because Lord knows I haven't. But anyway, it takes all kinds to teach you what you need to know. A father can be younger than you. A father can be older than you. A father can be the same age as you. Somebody who shares your interests and shares activities with you can be a father figure in your life. I'm 52 years old. I have a son of my own, but I still take fatherly advice from all kinds of people. Uh, I was blessed 27 years ago to marry Princess Pookie, and for about 29 years I've known her and her family, and her dad is a great influence in my life. I appreciate everything that he's done for me and all the help that he's given me, and I look forward to continuing that for as long as he's around. Uh, he gives, he's a good confidant that I can talk to about stuff. I've got a brother-in-law. He's a few years younger than me. I talk to him about stuff. You know, anybody can be a father. Just anybody that's there for you to help you through a hard time or to help you do things. So when you think about Father's Day, think about that. Think about, who is your father? I got to check this meat. I'll be back with you in a little bit. All right, that meat's coming along good. We've also got some potatoes on here. We've learned that you can cook. I've learned that you can cook just about everything on this griddle top. And with this big griddle top, I got plenty of room to do that. So I got some potatoes on here with these pork chops right now. As they get a little further done, I'm gonna put some squash on there, and we got some mushrooms on there to go on there to saute as well. Anyway, getting back to our discussion. So, who's your father? And who do you consider to be your father? Who gives you good advice? For a lot of people, it could even be their mother. You know, like I said, at 21, my dad passed away, and I've depended on my mother a lot over the years to do things for me and to help me out and to give me some good advice. Here comes Princess Pookie out the door. Oh, she said cut that out. We'll see. We'll see if that gets cut out or not. Anyway, but even your wife or your partner can be your confidant and be your father figure. You know, it's those people that help you through those hard times, and people that work with you and do what you need to do to help you get by. Anyway, there's so many options and so many things to do here. It's kind of hard to keep up with sometimes, and just be willing to talk to people. Got a lot of friends in the scouting community. Uh, they are always willing to help out and give me a helping hand whenever I need it. And I learn a lot of stuff. I learn a lot of stuff from other people. I learn a lot of stuff from YouTube. Uh, that's where I get a lot of my project ideas and do a lot of my things. So, some of those people, I don't even know them in person, but I'm taking some advice from them. We're doing things the way they've suggested it, or, taking some advice on how to do things. So, you know, expand your thoughts on that. Your father's not just the man who was there when you were conceived and gave birth. He's whoever you have confidence in, whoever you go to for advice, or it can even be a she. It doesn't have to be a he. There's a lot of single mothers out there doing double duty, and they're doing a bang up job. So, be prepared, have a great Father's Day, and celebrate those that are with you. I'm going to finish cooking up this stuff here on the grill, put the rest of it on the grill. I'll show you some shots of it as we go along, and then I'll show you the meal when we get done. And we'll be here for a wrap up on the porch. YouTube, I want to thank you for joining me here on the porch with a Father Day in front of the grill. I want you to think about who your father is and who you depend on and who you rely on to do things. Be sure and appreciate that person. You don't have to do it just on Father's Day. Those people should be appreciated all the time. Thank you for joining me. I'll have a wrap up in just a little bit, but I'm going to finish cooking this and we fitting to eat. Well, guys, it started to rain just as we finished eating, so I had to get my grill in off the porch, and obviously I can't sit out there and do the wrap up in the rain, so I'm in the carport. May get a little bit of an echo in here with the carport sound going on. Anyway, I appreciate you joining me today. And if you're a father, or if you're an influence on a young person, or if you're an influence on anybody, happy Father's Day to you. Because a father is an influencer. And that's all it takes. Anyway, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. And if you like what I do, hit subscribe and ring that bell so you can get a notification whenever I post. Miss Pookie and I are going on vacation this week. I'm going to try to get something together and scheduled for Thursday, but if Thursday's not there, I'll try to get something up Friday or Saturday. Miss Pookie and I got a chance to get away for a few days, and we're going to, and hopefully get to enjoy ourselves a little bit. With all the COVID-19 stuff, we don't have anything big planned, but we're going to try to get away, find a quiet spot, and just be us for a few days. So anyway, thank you for joining me here on the porch, but really in the carport today.